Okay, so boys and girls, welcome back to your grade level link, and I'd like to show you the beginning steps of our design project. So what you're going to need is a piece of cardboard like this, or a heavy piece of paper if you're at home, and it's nice and long, okay? And I also have 2 envelopes here. So the first thing I'm gonna do is let me move you down so you can see. Okay, this is super easy. So everyone looking, and is everyone watching? Great. So I'm gonna take my envelope here, and I'm gonna bend my envelope nice and neat and fold it in half. Do you see how I did that? Piece of cake, right? And here's my other envelope, and I already folded it in half. So it looks like that. So I have 2 envelopes that are bent in half, and I have my piece of cardboard. Are you ready to continue? Okay. So now I'm gonna take a pencil here, and I'll work on here so you can see. I wanna create the letter T, because a shirt looks like a letter T. So I'm gonna lay it down. Oh, and by the way, little trick, guys, is make sure that the folded line, see that folded line right there? Make sure that that's at the top, all right? The bottom is the side that's open. Hello, how are you? Looks like a mouth, right? Okay, so here we go. I'm just gonna move you down a little further. I'm gonna start on the side, and I'm gonna, actually, can you see like that? Let me move it like that. I think that's better. Okay. So watch what I'm going to do. It doesn't matter where you start. And once you see what I'm doing, you're going to go, I understand what Mr. Price is doing. So watch. I'm going to make a little line here. And I'm going to bring that line down. Do you see what I did? And then I'm going to try to do that on the other side as well. So try to keep it even, and try to keep it what we call symmetrical. Symmetrical is when it is the same on both sides. Do you see that? All right, do you see it looking like that? So remember, the top is up here where it's folded. So just make sure you hold it together and take your scissors, and you want to cut on your pencil lines, okay? So I have to cut it like this, guys, because I can't see if I don't turn it. So I'm going to cut and stop. And then I am going to cut and stop and just take that stuff off. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. See how I made a chubby letter T? And then at the top where it's folded, I'm going to draw, whoa, my pencil broke, a letter U like that, and I'm gonna take my scissors and just cut my letter U off. Bye-bye. And look, guys, I just created a t-shirt. Do you see that? So I'm gonna take a glue stick, and I'm gonna glue that down, but let me do it again with my other envelope. So let's review. The top is up here, the bottom is the open side. I have to draw a capital T like this. Do you see what I did? I'm gonna take my scissors. I'm going to cut, and then I'm gonna, whoa, I'm getting all mixed up here, guys. I'm gonna do the other side. Pretty easy. But this time, instead of making a letter U up here for the shirt like that, let's try to do a letter V. So there's a letter V. And let me cut that. Cool. So now I have, in fashion design, they call this a crew neck or a scoop, like a letter U. And this is a V-neck because it's shaped like a letter V. So I'm gonna take a glue stick and I'm gonna glue my shirts to my cardboard. All right, so boys and girls, I couldn't find my glue stick. I think a little elf in my house took it. So I'm gonna use my white glue here, and I am just gonna take a little glue, shake it on down. Now when you use this type of glue, if you have this at home or if you're using this today, you just need, whoa, you just need a little bit. See that there? Just put a tiny bit. Don't go crazy, right? All right, so just a little bit. And if you want to tape it, you can tape it too. That's fine, guys. I like the glue though because it just helps me a little bit faster, right? So there are the two shirts glued onto my cardboard. Do you see that? Now there's one more thing I want you to do. And I'm gonna use a Sharpie for this, but you can use a pencil or a marker or whatever you have laying around, but I wanna create a hanger so it looks like the shirts are hanging on a hanger. So if I look at this hanger here, okay, this is the one I have in my closet. Do you see how a hanger is sort of shaped like a triangle? So I'm gonna take this shape of my hanger and I am gonna draw it on the shirts or make it look like the shirts are hanging on the hanger. So check this out, super easy, guys. You're just gonna start where the shirt is and bring it up, bring it down, just like that. Looks like an upside down letter V. Do you see that? And then put a little candy cane on top. So I'm gonna do the same thing up here. Upside down letter V. And a candy cane. Do you see that? And now it looks like my shirts are hanging on some hangers. Now, I want you to take your pen, pencil, Sharpie, marker, whatever you're using, write your name on the back of your artwork. Writing your name is very important in art. It helps us figure out who's the artist, right? So, now that I have my shirts on my hanger, I'm ready to start thinking about my design. What do I want my shirts to look like? Am I gonna put polka dots on them? Am I going to make them blue, purple, green, red? Am I going to put stripes on them? Am I going to put a logo? A logo is like a picture or wording. Am I going to make my t-shirt have different patterns on it? So these are all things you can be thinking about. My triangles on my shirt that I made in the introduction video is a pattern. So think about it. And next week when we make art again, we're going to be continuing with this, and we're going to be designing our t-shirts or our shirt. It might be a button down. Mine's a button down, so I might be putting little buttons on my shirt up here, and they can be totally different. This shirt can look different from that one, okay? So get those wheels moving, get that imagination moving, and next week when we have art again, we're gonna continue the project. So now that we know how we're linking up, we might be at school, we might be at home, we might be working together through the computer. You can always find me on my homepage on my website, and you can always click on your grade level link, which is up in the corner. You'll see the word grade level, and if you hit that button, you can find the number 1, because that's what grade you're in, and when you click on it, I will be there to help you. So, have a great day, keep your project, don't lose it, and next week, we will continue where we left off. Have a great day, boys and girls, and I will see you soon.